Hello, my name is Austin Hobbs, current marketing major at Northwood University, and this is my final sales project, Real Life Selling. Within this project, I went out and interviewed 3 individuals, 2 with actual businesses and 1 that offers a service. I asked their opinions and their input on different aspects within the sales, and I got some pretty good answers. It was cool going out and actually interviewing real life people that offer a service or satisfy a customer's needs, and it was pretty cool. Each of them had something different to say, but I got some pretty good input. So the first person I interviewed was Jack Gurley. He's an owner of a lawn and garden care company, Gertley Lawn and Garden Care. He's 19 years old and he's enrolled at Northwood University, and he's grown his business into something that's really great and very impressive, to be honest with you. He started by just cutting normal lawns, his neighbors' lawns here and there, and he loved it. He found a passion for it, and he's grown into something that's pretty amazing. The second person I interviewed was Brindell Brown. She's been my hairstylist for 2 years now. She cuts great hair. I would highly suggest her. She works at Danny B's Studio for Hair, and she's just absolutely fantastic. Great personality, great person, fun to talk to, and she cuts really good hair. So the third person that I interviewed was Ann Hobbs. She's actually my mother, and she owns Harmony Massage and Bodywork, a health and fitness studio where women and men can come in and get massages and do fitness classes. So with each of these 3 interviewees, I talked to them about three or four topics, each of these topics, and they all pertain to sales, and I got some pretty good input, and I'll discuss what topics I discussed with each of them. But first one, Jack Gertley. A little bit about his company, Gertley Lawn and Garden Care. He started it in 2012. He started by cutting his elderly neighbor's lawn. He had to actually push his lawnmower up the street to his neighbor's house, and after that, the years went by and he just loved it, and he started growing it. He started growing his company, he started getting his friends involved, and he's built a company into something great. Currently has 18 employees, and he provides lawn cutting, trimming, mulching, outdoor lighting, sprinkler system maintenance, and landscaping maintenance. So anything with your lawn, if you need anything done in the Northville area, Jack is your man, Jack Gertley. So I talked to him about 4 aspects of sales. The first one, understanding the buyer. For Jack, this is very important. For his line of service, he needs to know what his customers want. Before he starts a project, he meets with the customer, and he gets a layout of what the customer wants, what their feel is, what colorway, what color mulch. He communicates with the customer, and he has to understand what they want, what their needs are, so he can satisfy their needs to the best of his ability. Because if he does not communicate and understand what the customer wants, he's not gonna do the best project, because the customer's not gonna like it and not gonna be satisfied if Jack doesn't know exactly what they want. So for understanding the buyer is a key aspect in Jack's business. That leads me into the importance of communication. 2 aspects of communication that Jack told me about that is vital to his company is the communication with him and his staff, and the communication between his staff and himself with the customer. So the communication between him and his team is very important. Jack needs to know up-to-date updates on projects and little things that they're doing. Jack wants to be updated, and Jack said that communication, he is always on the phone. He's always on the phone, even during classes. He has to step out, take phone calls, because he's constantly communicating with either his staff or his buyer. So the communication between him and his buyer is very important. Jack gives, before the project starts, Jack meets with them, discusses the needs. This is where Jack understands the buyer. He talks with the customer, gets to know them, gets to know what they want, all that. And then during the project, Jack gives them up-to-date updates, all that. They keep them informed on anything that needs to be done, or any problems, any issues that comes up. And then post-purchase, Jack actually keeps a great post-purchase relationship with the customer. He constantly calls them, asks them if they're satisfied, asks them if they need any more work. So the importance of communication Jack is always communicating with either the buyer or his staff. So Communication within Jack's business is very important. So that leads me into the third aspect I discussed with Jack in the interview is importance of customer relationships. Jack kind of made it seem like he has absolutely perfect customer relationships, because I'll show you in a video in the next slide. Jack's his business is amazing. He offers great service. So it was kind of hard to believe when he said that his customer relationships are actually great, but after you see the service that he does and like the quality of work that Jack does, he does have, I can believe that he has great customer relationships. But he does that by always communicating with them, pre-purchase, during the purchase, and post-purchase. Jack is always communicating with them, keeping them updated so the customer is always satisfied. And if they're not, Jack is always solving problems with the customers to make sure they're satisfied. So the customer relationships are very important to Jack, and he apparently has great customer relationships. So that leads me in my fourth aspect I discussed with Jack is the importance of teamwork. Jack has 18 employees. He said about 3 or 4 are in his family, and the other number are friends and family, friends from high school and from college. And teamwork is a very important aspect for Jack. He said that if someone is slacking, the whole team is affected. So if someone doesn't do the right job, the whole team is affected. If they're doing a project and someone doesn't get something done, their timeline is disrupted, and everybody needs to work as a team, and teamwork is a very important aspect, and everybody needs to be working at the best of their ability so that their company can become as successful as it is. So teamwork is very important for Jack and his company. And I want to show you a video that I think Jack made. It's like a final project of a house, and it is absolutely outstanding. His work is beautiful, so I'll just let you watch it. Cool music, isn't it? You can just see he does beautiful work. Beautiful work. So that's just a little video Jack did. I thought it was really cool. Thought I'd share it with you. Yeah, so as you can see, I understand why he has great customer relationships, because his work is outstanding. And if he keeps communicating with his customers and keeping them satisfied, I can understand why he has great customer relationships. So that's it with Jack. That was my interview with Jack. It went great. I learned a lot about his business, and I learned a lot about what he taught me through those 4 aspects of sales. So moving on to Brindell. Brindell, as I said earlier, is a hairstylist at Danny B's Studio for Hair. She's been my hairstylist for 2 years now, and she's absolutely outstanding. Her personality is awesome. She is happy every single time I come in. She's never has a down day. She always has interesting stories to tell me, and she cuts great hair. So I think she's absolutely outstanding, and she offers a great service. So I talked to her about 3 aspects of sales. The first one was communicating value. So Brindell had a little trouble answering this question because she doesn't really verbally communicate the value that she offers. She offers her value through the end product. So when a customer comes in and then they get the haircut, that's how Brindell communicates the value that she offers by the end product. You see the value, you see how good she is at cutting hair, and you see that she has a great quality of work, and she doesn't really verbally express her value, but she really does communicate her value through the end product. And the second aspect I talked to her in the interview was addressing concerns. So the first thing that Brindell does, and when a customer comes in, addresses concerns, what they want, what they had wrong with the haircut before, And Brindell says that this happens every single time she has a client come in. Is she addresses concerns, they discuss issues, they discuss fixes that need to be done. She said this is a big part because if Brindell doesn't know what they want or what they're looking at for within their haircut, that she doesn't know what to do. So the customer needs to, no, actually Brindell needs to address their concerns and realize what they want and what they're looking for. So addressing the concerns of the customer is a very big point Brindell informed me about. And then earning commitment. Brindell earns commitment by offering satisfying the customers through a great quality work, and she earns her commitment. So I can say from my personal experience that Brindell has earned my commitment. I go to Brindell for every haircut. I don't go to anyone else because she does what I want. She is great. She has a great atmosphere. She has a great personality, and I really love what she does with my hair, and it's just a great time when I go in to see her. So she earns a commitment by just the overall experience and the overall end product. So she earns everybody's commitment. Every single one of her clients, she earns their commitment by just the way she goes about doing the hair, the conversation, everything. So Brindell's amazing. If you need a haircut, I would highly suggest Brindell Brown, Danny B Studio for hair. She's absolutely fantastic. She's amazing. So that was my interview with Brindell. Now moving on to Ann Hobbs. Ann Hobbs is the owner of Harmony Massage and Bodywork. It's been open for 14 years. She started in Grand Blanc, Michigan. She's still located in Grand Blanc, Michigan. She does two aspects of business within her company, one of them being massages. She does hot rock massages, Swedish massages, deep tissue massages, and cupping massages. Don't get the cupping. It hurts. It hurts a lot. She takes a suction cup and she goes on your thighs. Ooh, it burns, leaves you with bruises, but it does feel good and it really relieves the athletes. More athletes get the cupping. I play soccer, so I get cupping a lot. And so she does all the massages, excellent at what she does. And then she does the fitness. She does yoga, spinning, and weight training. So it's a little bit about Harmony. So in my interview with her, I talked about 4 aspects. The first one being building trust. So when a customer comes in, they need to trust my mom that that she's gonna provide them with the service and what they're paying for. They need to get their money's worth. So building trust, my mom does this by having a great environment, having a great homey feel in their environment. They don't want to feel threatened by when they're doing a weight training class. They don't want to feel judged. They don't want to do anything. So my mom builds trust by just the overall atmosphere of her business and by the product, by what she does, the services that she offers. If she offers a high quality service, their customers are going to trust her that she's going to do that over and over and over. So building trust is a big aspect within a massage and fitness studio, and she thinks that she has a high level of trust within all of her customers within her. And then the second aspect that I talked to her about was ethics and sales. Now, a massage and fitness studio is it's like a hands-on, so it's kind of a concerning business. But if she implements her ethics and sales, she implements that she's not going to go anywhere other than what she offers. If someone's coming in for a massage, they're getting a massage. She builds a very trustworthy and very reliable service. So her ethics within her business is very important. Her customers need to come in knowing that they're going to get a massage. They're going to know that they're going to come in for a yoga session. So ethics and sales is very important. She described to me importance of self-leadership. My mom said that she has been a sole proprietorship for 14 years now. She started in 2004, and she has had a couple employees. They haven't worked out much. She said that her communication with them was not the greatest, so she has been running this business all by herself, and she has provided all the services and all the massages and all the yoga and all the sessions all by herself. So she is a self-leader, and the importance of being a self-leader, she described to me, is that she needs to be on her game every day. She needs to come into the workplace. She needs to come in and provide her customers with what they're paying for. She can't have an off day, really. She really can't. Her clients are paying top dollar for what she's offering, and she needs to come in and be a leader and lead her company and drive it to success by offering the highest quality massages and the highest quality services that she offers. So the importance of a self-leader, she is the living, breathing person of a self-leader. She is a self-leader. So she loved when I asked that. I said, what is the importance of self-leadership? She said, well, I am one. What do you need to know? I mean, I said, well, come on, give me some details. And she was like, well, I'm a self-leader. So if you know me, you know a self-leader. So that was pretty cool. So moving on to the next one was building a customer network. So she's located in the Grand Blanc area, and she's built a very vast customer base, all through word of mouth. She doesn't do a lot of marketing and advertising because she is a sole proprietorship and she can only do so much. So she's built a customer network off of word of mouth and through clients, through restaurants, through just all her friends and the clients that she has. The word of mouth has built her customer network, and she explained she's not like a normal company where they do a lot of marketing, they do a lot of advertising, they do a lot of posts, social media and all that. She does have social media pages, but she said she doesn't use them to bring in customers, really. She has a great customer network, and the word of mouth, the positive word of mouth, is what drives her business back, drives her customers to come back. So that's how she built her customer network, is basically off of word of mouth. And a cool quote that I took from her in the interview is like, this is the main reason she built built Harmony, is she wanted to create a place of sisterhood, a place where a woman can come balance their mind, body, and spirit. So I created Harmony Massage and Bodywork. It was pretty cool. Like, she told me that she wasn't feeling great in the mind and the body, and she wanted a place where she can go and meditate and feel at home, feel relaxed, and feel welcome. So she created Harmony Massage and Bodywork. And that wraps up my my interview questions and my final sales project. I know you actually can't ask me questions, but this will be posted on YouTube. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will respond to them as quick as I can. Thank you.